Hello everyone, that P90 guy here today. Actually, I didn't choose that moniker, but well, I do use a P90, and at the end of the day it's a lot better than that guy who sucks at airsoft, so I guess I'll take it. Anyway, we can leave the P90s out of it today. So as you can see, I'm here with two of my airsoft mortars. I haven't yet devised or found any kind of projectile that will explode in the air and deliver a shower of BBs over a large area. That'd be kind of cool. So mostly, what I would be doing, I suppose, is taking this smoke grenade, dropping it down the barrel, and launching it downrange. Well, you could do that, of course, but what's the fun in that? And this really isn't an aerodynamic projectile. So, I came up with something. This is a smoke mortar shell. Now you can 3D print this yourself. It essentially comes with three pieces. There's a hollow container that the smoke grenade fits in. There's a solid nose cone that's used for range finding and aerodynamic testing. And then there's the actual vented nose cone that you'll use if you actually use a live smoke grenade in it. Now, this is my design. I came up with it a few days ago, and it hasn't yet been tested. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, this is the one we'll be using for our aerodynamic and range trials. I've carefully weighed a smoke grenade and added the equivalent weight to the cavity inside. There's no smoke grenade in here, it's just a bag of salt, but it weighs the same as a smoke grenade, and that's important because if you don't have the weight up front, the projectile will not be stable, it'll tumble in the air, and while it may actually fly in the direction you want it to, it's going to be flying like this, not like this. Now, in order to be successful, what this has to do is it has to travel several times further than you can throw the grenade. Now, if it does that, regardless of anything else that happens, it's at least a partial success. We'll be starting off with a Type 1 mortar. Now, this is going to be a little heavier than the balloons filled with paint that I'm used to launching in it. So I have the Type 2 mortar along just in case. I'm only going to use that if I have to, because it's more of a pain and it uses twice as much CO2. Now, it's compatible with the stabilizing base, but I don't think I'll be using it. It already has some wadded up paper towels in here, which is what I used for the paint balloons. So we'll stick with that. Okay, it's all the way in there. Now, let's see what happens. Good news and bad news. It launched it, and it was more or less stable. But it didn't fly as far as I wanted. Okay, so good news is the projectile itself survived intact. The nose cone popped off and is lost somewhere in the weeds. I have no idea where it is. Fortunately, I have a second nose cone. Good as new. This time we'll be using the launching base. I'm just kind of curious about anyway. Now I'm currently set at about 40 degrees. We'll change that angle a little bit. See if we have some better luck. Three, two, one. Okay, still not getting all that much range. See if we can do better. Once again, the projectile survived impact. And this time I was able to recover the nose cone. I should probably glue it on to keep it from falling off. This is a little... Because of the setup, this has to be... There we go. All right, without further ado... There we go. It's still not the range I was getting with the balloons, but that's further than I can throw it. And I think I can increase the range by lowering the angle. Unfortunately, we were not able to recover the test casing. It's out in the tall grass somewhere, and I'm not going out there without snake boots. But we do know it works. So the obvious next step is to test it with a live smoke grenade. So I've inserted the grenade inside the casing. Nose cone is attached. Oh shoot! Good God! That went in the woods. I wonder if I'll ever find it. Okay, I see the smoke. Definitely landed in this area somewhere. Damned if I know where. Well, it's drifting this way, so there it is. And it looks intact. Slightly damaged, potentially recoverable. Well, that concludes the last test of the smoke mortar rounds. This one we were able to recover. There's a decent chance I'll be able to remove the grenade itself. And while there was some damage here, due to it hitting a tree on the way down, and one of the fins is chipped, I believe this will be reusable at least once. About that. Well, take care.